Okay, people, let's have a look what's going on, okay? All right, let's see if we can do this. Welcome. Greetings, this is Star Lumination over here. I'm just checking in, folks, okay? Just saying hi. So that you know I'm here. Okay. So, gotta get some lights going up here. Okay. All right, so greetings. I'm going to turn it down a little bit now. I think I scared a lot of people away. So, as you know, this is what we do here. Greetings, this is Star Lumination. Hi, how are you all? Good evening. Yeah. I'm sorry about the tech stuff, being able to get in and out. It was very tricky. Very technically tricky. Yeah. So, hey Path. Hi Path Traveler, what's going on? Hey Fritaly. Hey Love Triber. Hey Elizabeth. Hey Soul Angel. What's going on? Yeah, I see you guys. I see you. So don't you worry. Actually, Path Traveler, we did some rehearsals for the sock puppets. We actually did that. So they do exist, they're here. Yeah. Hey Gags, what's going on? Hi, good evening. Looks like a very low attendance. I don't know if there's just lots of people not checking in or not writing or whatever it is. I don't know. Typically it's okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. So maybe with some. All right, so I'm trying to check this chat and everything. So I want to let you know all. Star Illumination is here. We're right here, okay? We're doing this thing. Don't you worry. And let's go over to. Let's get some showtime going here. Okay, so. We don't even need this. Let's leave it like this, okay. So there we go, that's a little more comfortable. It's all trippy in here. Yeah, it is trippy. Well, it's just fun. I'm just trying to have a little fun with everyone, you know? Just have a little bit of fun. So let's go over and see. I want to check you guys in, okay? Here we go. Okay, so there we are. Here we are back at the stage. Everything's normal. You don't have to worry about anything. We can just hang out like we do. And please forgive Terra Illumination for all the confusing stuff. I know, and also the new time. It's okay. Show's 9 o'clock for you. Whoa, okay. Hey Maria. Hey Elizabeth. Hey, thanks for showing up, guys. Yeah, I'm just trying to basically get things a little bit more, working for you guys. Okay, I'm glad you're digging this. Hi, Maria. Hey, Soar Angel. We were hanging out this morning, if I recall. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay here for a while while people show up. I'll take some names. Let's see what we got. Okay. I got Love Triber, Path Traveler, Ivona, and Robin Realms. Wait, did I get Robin Realms? What's going on? I think I missed something. Okay, I think I lost a lot of people. Yeah, I like the earlier time too. Yeah, it's very weird. I got Fritaly. I got Soul. I got Soar Angel. Thanks, Soar Angel. Fabulous. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a very tiny show tonight, apparently. I guess everybody's doing other stuff. Okay. So unless there's a lot of lurkers, you know how sometimes we get folks just hanging out there? Oh, welcome back, Robin. Thank you. I got you. Okay. Robin Realms readings. So I just wanted to let you know, I'm sorry about the technical thing where we just started off and everything crashed. I think I lost a lot of people when it crashed. So what was happening, all the systems over here were putting so much pressure on the live stream that it couldn't handle it. And I'm sorry, that's just how it was. Hey, Gags, I got you. Okay, I see you. Gags. And I see Maria. Hi, Maria. What's going on? Oh, Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Yeah, hi. Elizabeth Colton. No, you didn't miss anything. You're here. We're just hanging out. Yeah, thanks for coming back, Robin. Thanks for coming back, Robin's Realms. Yes, yes. Super duper duper. Oh, yeah. And hello, Katya. Yeah, hello, Katya. Yeah. Hey, so with I don't want to go back and talk about all the tests. I've been up since about 6 or 7 o'clock this morning doing tests and trying to run the technology and rebuild everything. It's just gone really kind of crazy over here. Yeah, so we'll just wait a little while. We'll just hang out. The thing is, you guys already know kind of a lot of the routines. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll do some dancing later on, okay? I love doing all the dancing stuff with you guys. And it gives everybody a chance to sort of get up and move around. Maybe it scared people away. I don't know. Path, yeah. I know it said, if all that fun stuff scared people away, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, disco ball and dancing hands. That's what life is about as far as Terra Illumination is concerned. Yeah, learning new content, that's for sure. Creating new content. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys have noticed it. I'm just going to put something down here on one of the astrodoodles. I'll just put a mark over here. I don't know if you guys saw this. What was it? There's this like conjunction right now between the Sun and Aquarius, Sun and Mercury, and Aquarius. It's kind of happening right now. It's very, very, very like super excitable energy. Hey, Jeanette, what's going on? Some people are showing up. Look. Hey, there's Jeanette Robbins. Hi, Jeanette. So that you guys know, the whole show crashed, and then I had to reboot it, and I had to reset it to what they call a high, I think it was like a high latency setting, which means it's going to have like at least like a 30-second delay minimum. So that's very frustrating, but I don't know how to get around it. Bob Moran. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob Moran's here. I know you have an alias, and apparently you're 8 years old, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Okay, I got you. I got you, Jeanette, and I got Bob Moran, okay? So the energy was just absolutely freaking crazy with some of the planets. Oh. Fridley's in the bath smelling cherry blossoms, healing the lower chakras. Yes, excellent. Watching Terra Illumination in the bath. Yes, go Fridley. Go Fridley. Yeah, I want to just check something on the planets here. Just wanted to show you. There's some really, everything's getting really tightly clustered. We got this real tight cluster up here. Sun and Mercury over here in Aquarius. And we've got Saturn and Pluto over here. Okay, and then we got Jupiter and Venus over here. And that's all in Sag, that's all in Capricorn, and that's all in Aquarius. So that's like a really tight cluster of energy. And then you've got, here's where it gets very challenging right now. Over here, the moon is in Scorpio. We've also got a really tight cluster here with Mars and Uranus. Okay? So this is all really, really like super, like it's sort of very compressed, very tight kind of energy. It's a little, Courtney Savoy. Courtney Savoy, hi. Cool. I got you, Courtney. There you are. Okay. Mary Hodson. Let's go put Mary Hodson. I didn't see you earlier, I'm sorry. I thought I got you. Mary Hodson. Okay, there you are. That's better. Yeah. Like an old Greek bath. Yeah, like those old Roman baths, like hot and steamy. So I was just trying to illustrate today this energy over here. Well, let me just show you. Let me get my little Astrodoodle pins. Hold on. You know I love doing this stuff for you guys. So this thing here is like super stressful. This, yeah, Courtney, we're going to do a group read. I'm just kind of checking people in, seeing who's hanging out and whatever. So this is what's happening right now tonight. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but there's this conjunction with the Sun and Mercury, and it's in a very hard, tight square with the Moon in Scorpio. And anybody who's got Scorpio or Aquarius hot spots in them, you're going to notice this. You might be getting very, very hyper. Same thing over here. We've got all this stuff with the, like the Capricorn, Aries. Okay, I should put that over here. Aries stuff over here. There's all this, all these stressors going on, okay? And then we've got, it's like, I mean, this is going to look weird. I mean, it's not showing up properly on a lot of the professional systems, but I feel a lot of things just from the sign alone. You don't have to just have exact tight angles. Like this is very stressful as far as I'm concerned here, okay? Then you take all the Sagittarius Pisces stuff here, and that, as far as I'm concerned, is a stressful alignment. I know it's beautiful because of the Jupiter and the Neptune. It's very spiritual, it's very cool, but it is nevertheless a tight square. Okay, and then you take this one here. Do you see what I'm getting at? There's kind of like sacred geometry going on here. Looks like a picnic table upside down. No, this looks like a picnic table. Looks like a picnic table with something on it. Anyway, this is going to get tighter and tighter in February as everything clusters up over here. So we're going to have, I don't know if any of you have watched the Astrodoodle reports for February, but we end up having like a huge gap here. Like everything is really clustered tight over here. And then through February, this gets really, really squashed in tight. And the only thing that balances this out is the lunar transits, okay? Little moon as it goes here, you know, as the moon goes through here and here and here and here and here and here. And so when the moon is doing its transits through February, it's even starting right now, frankly, what happens is the moon like triggers these things like bam, 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 bam. And that's what I believe is contributing to the wobbliness and the instability and the volatility. Hold on, I got to check some more folks in. I just saw somebody. Hold on. Who is that? Maggie. Okay, I got it. Maggie. Hi. Maggie from Connecticut. Yes, Connecticut. Thank you. Soar Angel Fabulous. Excellent. I just saw it. You know what? You know what? That's a nice big fat super chat. If you don't mind, Sor, I'm going to attribute the sponsorship to you. I'm just going to tell everybody that you just sponsored the group reading. Why not? Unless you specifically wanted something for yourself. I'm trying to like set prices to make things easy. I mean, people can put in sort of what they want, but the way things are going with this channel, everything is going to start moving more and more and more towards the live events and the super chats and the Patreon memberships and the donations. And the actual channel itself is really just the doorway to get here, you know, because this is where all the action is. All right. Oh, hello. Thank you, Pat. Courtney. I just saw it. Hold on. I'm trying to do the show and watch the screen at the same time. Hold on. I got to check in for Courtney. Why did I miss? How did I miss that? Who else have I missed? Courtney. Oh, I got Courtney. I think I got her. I think I got her. Gosh, you're right. I didn't. I'm sorry. Thank you, Path. Thank you, Path, so much. There we go. So now we got you. All right. Jackie Sean. See, I see. Thank you. Hi, Jackie. What's going on? I hope you guys are enjoying the earlier start. Yeah, it's fun. Thank you, Soar Angel, for setting the tone. Robin's Realms. Oh my God. Whoa. Okay. Woo. Super chat love hugs. You know what? This requires something very, very special. Stay right there, Robin's Realms. You're going to get the Terra Lumination. This is, I don't know what to call this. It's probably very rude, but I hope you don't mind. But I'm just going to do it, okay? Here we go. All right, so just hold on tight. This is for you, Robin. Hey, Robin's Realms. This is for you. This is Terra Lumination. Greetings, hello, and thank you so, so much. Many, many, many blessings to you. I know a lot of you are out there are healers, readers, psychics, spiritual beings of some kind, always naturally every day oscillating in the 5th, 7th, and 11th dimensions. That's cool. But here we are doing this today in the 3rd dimension. And it works, people. It actually works. Yay. So this is blessings, Terra Lumination, healings and blessings to you, Robin. Thank you so, so much. Okay, now, action reset. Thank you, Soar Angel, for seeding the super chats and starting the donations and everything like that. It really, really helps. You know, like when you're playing music and busking on the streets, and you know, like if you're like a street musician or something, when you put the pot out, when you put the tip jar and everything, it's absolutely terrifying for the performers and the magicians, because they don't really know what's going to happen. And they're just completely and utterly dependent on fate, people's goodwill, all of those kind of things. And one of the most important things that I learned, thank you, Soar Angel, is that it's the first, you got to have something in the pot. And some of the really high-end, top-end, what do you call it, like buskers or street musicians and people like that, people who perform live for free at like randomly, they bring a little pot that already has money in the bottom of it, okay? Thank you to Ridley. I am trying to prove I am human. I am, this is a human being. This is what a human being looks like. See, I get it. Yeah, I got eyes. I got a nose. I got a mouth. I got a mouth. And I got ear. And I got that, okay? I got all the bits. I have all the right bits in all the right places. So, hey, Ivona. Yeah, hold on. I'm not going to make sure that you're here. Ivona, you're back. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're here. You made it back. Okay, let's go back to the actual show. All right, here we go. So, thank you, Robbins. Robin Jobs, and thank you, Sir Angel. I'm just going to put a kind of an annotation here so that I know, I'm not trying to like single people out or anything. So we have a nice big fat donation. So we're gonna get a group reading, that's for sure. And Jeanette Robbins, it says, you look exactly like I saw you in my mind, TL. Exactly. Okay, well, Jeanette Robbins, you must be deeply psychic. Frankly, I'm getting to the point on this channel where I get the feeling that pretty much everybody who shows up here is some kind of psychic or a medium or some kind of highly spiritually involved person. I know they're here. Nikki's, I haven't seen Nikki yet, but she'll be around soon. M. Knox, thank you. Okay, let's check M. Knox in. Thank you so much. It's still a very tiny crowd tonight. I don't know why. I think Lumination just scared a lot of people away. What a minute. What do you mean? What do you mean the audio is off? What? Hold on. What's the matter? What happened with the audio? What happened with the audio? Hold on. What happened? Is it still bad? I have to wait like forever for the chat to come through, so I have no idea. But it should be good. All the settings here look good. Okay, thank you, Sir Angel. Thank you, Sir Angel. It really, really helps when somebody really is paying attention like you and giving feedback. It really helps. Okay, the audio is fine there. Okay, good. It's so important. The audio is so important. And we'll see what happens. Okay. No, YouTube is scaring people away. The audio is fine. Thank you so much. I get it. It's good for Gags. It's good for Jeanette. It's good for Path. Oh, okay. Well, we're really pushing the technology here today. Okay. Good. Thank you, Frittily. Thank you for that. Okay, so we're definitely going to have a group reading. Let's get some cards going here. It might just be that we have, like, it could be anything. Honestly, there are so many things that can go wrong here. It's undescribable. It's, there are certain things that are out of the hands of Terra Lumination, and Terra Lumination is doing everything possible to get things viable and workable for everybody. It should be, the audio is good. Okay. Hey, Bob, if you got to go, I'm so sorry. We'll do this another time, okay? Don't you worry. We'll be here next week, and we're going to be doing more and more shows during the week, okay? Katie Elizabeth, hey. Now tell us your sign. Ha, 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 ha. I was just enjoying myself today, thinking how I'm doing such a really good job of playing up to every single aspect of signs in my own chart, because we all have hot spots and whatever. But I like to operate as though I have a bit of everything and it's all happening at the same time. That's how I like to operate. It's totally deliberate. Katie Elizabeth, hi, I got you, okay? All right, so there we go. Got you. Sue on my path. Yes. Hey. Thank you for being on our path, Sue on the path. See ya, Bob. See ya. Don't worry. We'll be back. Sue on my path. Yes. Hi, Sue on your path. Sue is on my path. Okay. Don't worry. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Yes. So that's very, very cool. We've got the bucket is filling up, so we're doing really well. We're definitely going to have a group reading. Thank you so much. And let's flip it around. Sar Angel, we'll make sure that you have a reading for yourself. How about that? Okay. Let's have a look. So, everybody's have tech. Tina, what's going on? It says all your screens are blank. What's happening? You got the right. Oh no. Tina Miller. Hi Tina, what's going on? Let's just check you in first before we lose you. Everything should be good. You might have to reboot. Sometimes you have to go on and do the kind of like a reboot thing where you just, you know, how you refill a page. Okay? Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a group reading. And we can all say thanks to Robin. Robin's Realms Readings, RRR. Thank you, Robin's Realms Readings. So we're going to have a group reading, okay? Yeah. And then we're going to have one for Soar Angel, okay? And I'll just put Fabulous down here, just to make sure you know. So there you go. So we're off to a sort of a start here. Very, very quiet night. That's all right. So that's where we are right now, okay? And we're going to have a lucky draw. If we had a lot of people here, I would do a lucky draw as well. But we don't know, because here's what I'd want to do, folks. I'm trying to change, like flip things around a little bit and throw things up in the air and experiment and try things that work. Because, you know, Terra Illumination has to make this work somehow. We have to keep things going behind the scenes. And I'm sorry for people who feel either upset or annoyed that Terra Illumination has to, you know, resort to Superchat and we don't have a completely 100% free channel anymore. I'm sorry, it's impossible to do that. You try running a business without collecting any revenue. You will die very soon. So anyway, because the Super Chat is here now, it's become a very important part of Terra Illumination and the donations and all that kind of stuff in the lives, because I love doing the live shows. Doing all the reports is a lot of work, but when we do the live shows, man, that is fun. I love doing that with you. Oh, Mary Rajani, hold on. I got to check you in. Mary Rajani. Hi, Mary Rajani. I use an abbreviation for your name because it's too long to fit on the page. And so, as you can tell, over the last few months, we've been going more and more and more and more for the Super Chats and everything. And I was thinking of setting like a flat rate for people, you know, just get your reading, $7.77 or $9.99. And then people just pile up and get their readings. You know, they just basically buy a reading, you know. But, so the thing is, it's so much fun to do the lucky draws that I would like, you know, everyone, like if, for example, right now, you know what happened a few weeks ago when we did a lucky draw and we told everybody, suddenly a bunch of viewers who were watching but not checking in, they all showed up because they want a lucky draw. So we're going to do it again, okay? I hope you guys don't mind, but it's not going to be members or members only or non-members or regulars. It's just going to be anybody. So anybody, absolutely anybody who wants to be selected or have a chance for a lucky draw reading, we're going to start asking for names, okay? Okay? All right, so let's let the news sink in. Everybody out there who is not signed in, who's not typing in, this is everyone who's checked in, okay? Everyone is checked in here. But typically there's more people watching. So what I want to do to try and make it fun for everybody, anybody who's out there, whether you're signed in or whether you're just watching right now, if you want to have a chance at the lucky draw, okay? If you want to have a chance at the lucky draw for a little free reading tonight, now is the time to start screaming it on to the chat. And all you have to do is write onto the screen, me, 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 me. Okay? And then your name will get scrunched up into a Post-it note, and then it will go into the box, and then we will have a lucky draw. Okay? Tina Miller is up. Already it's happening, folks. The lucky draw is happening. Tina Miller. Hold on, I gotta... Tina Miller, okay. There you go, Tina. Tina Miller is the first one to go in for the lucky draw. Okay, here we go. I'll put you in the box. It's going over here. Group reading is guaranteed. Soar Angel reading is guaranteed. Anybody who wants a guaranteed reading, you just got to put a bunch of money in the super chat. And then we're going to have a lucky draw. Okay? That's what we're working on right now. The lucky draw. Tina Miller is going into the box. Okay, who else? Elizabeth Colton. Oh, I see lots of me-me-me's coming now. I see it very, very late on the screen, coming with the super chat late. Who's that? Gags. All right, Gags. You're going in the pot, Gags. All right? Who else did I miss? Mary Rajani, Robin. I got Robin's Realms readings. You're going into the pot. Yeah, okay. Huh. Now they're coming out. Jeanette, Jackie Sean. Oh, Elizabeth, hold on. Elizabeth Galton, okay. You're going into the pot. Here we go, you're going in the pot, all right? Now I'm gonna have to scroll back and double check names. Jackie Sean, I just saw Jackie Sean. Jackie Sean, you're going in the pot. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. Now I got to catch up. I got to go over here and check up on the monitors. What's going on? Thank you, Path Traveler. I see what you're saying. West Side Watcher. West Side Watcher. All right, people. You know what to do. You got to hit the likes button. Anybody who wants a guaranteed reading, just throw money into the super chat. This is where we are right now, collecting the lucky draw. All right, I'm sure I missed someone. Tina Miller wants to guarantee. All right. So Tina Miller, you just got yourself guaranteed, okay? So if we pull you out of the lucky draw, you can donate your winnings to somebody else, okay? Tina Miller is worried about Alaska or Maine. Okay, which is question marks. So we'll figure that out. Thank you, Tina. You're going to go on the guaranteed page over here, okay? Over this side. All these ones over here, guaranteed. Okay? Group reading from Robin's Realms Readings. Soar Angel gets her own reading. Tina Miller, you get your own reading. Everyone else here is in the lucky draw pot. Okay, let's have a look. Who I missed? Anybody that I've missed? I think did I get you, Mary Rajani? I can't put any double dippings in here. I don't want to unfold them all again. Jeanette, I think I didn't get you. All right, people, thank you so much. Pretty sure that if anybody sees that I doubled up on anybody and I messed up, please correct me. Okay. So, Mary Rajani, did I put you in? So there's no double dipping? Okay, Mary Rajani, so that you're going in now. Okay, Mary Rajani. Okay, so there you go. That's you, Mary. Okay. Hey, Courtney Savoy. PayPal. Actually, honestly, Courtney, I don't know because I don't know what the super chat is like on your side. I have no idea. But Courtney, if you really want to do the work, it's a bit of a chore. You can go to the links down below in the description box. You can go to terralumination.com. Okay. Actually, let me spell it out for you so that it's, if you want to make an actual donation, so Courtney, this is for you, Courtney, because this happens, okay, a few times. Elizabeth does it this way, Elizabeth Colton, and a few other people do it this way. You can go to terralumination.com, terralumination.com, and there when you get to the website, it looks like a website, okay? There's the website, and there's a menu, a bunch of things across the top. There's the menu, and then over here is the drop-down menu, and in the drop-down menu, there's a little box that says donate, okay? Or I think it says donate/sponsor, something like that. And you can put PayPal in there, but it depends on what kind of device you're on. If you're on a smartphone, it might be very, very difficult to do this, okay? But Courtney, if you want to do that and you don't like doing the super chat, I'll be happy to accept everything through PayPal. It will come here and we'll see it later, okay? Aha. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Path. Thank you for explaining everything to everybody, Path. Hold on, I got to check a few people in. Where are you? Linda. Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda Descartes. So as you know, Linda, like a lot of it, things have kind of changed here at Terra Illumination in the last few months. It's all about the super chat readings. So if you want to get a reading for sure, you do the super chat. That's the kind of numbers we're thinking of. Of course, you can do more if you want. We've already got the group reading. We've got Soar Angel lined up. We've got Tina Miller lined up. And we're now in the process of collecting names for the lucky draw. Because somebody who has not put money in the pot is going to get a lucky draw reading tonight anyway. Okay? Okay. Oh, Linda, did you want to go into the lucky draw? Linda Descartes, if you want to, I can put you into the lucky draw. Thank you, Path, for reminding me. Yeah. Hey, Elizabeth Colton, thank you for giving your guidance here, because I didn't know. Apparently, for people who are curious, Oh, hold on. Okay, let me just check West Side Watcher. I got to check West Side Watcher for something. Hold on. So West Side Watcher, you're in. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Thank you, West Side Watcher. I get it. I see what we're talking about. I love seeing who shows up. I just love it. Maybe I'm just very cliquey. Maybe I'm very, fussy about the company we keep here, but I don't care. I really don't care. So let's just check on something. Linda says, okay, why not? Okay, Friday's Cat. Okay, we got Friday's Cat as well. And Linda, you want to go into the lucky draw. Okay, you got it. You got it into the lucky draw. Why not, she says. Okay, there you go. You're going in the draw. Okay, with everybody else. Gosh, it's a tiny show tonight. I don't know what's happening. So there you are. These are all the competitors in the lucky draw. And we'll shake this up later, okay? Let's have a look. Who else? Friday's Cat, Super Chat. Okay, Friday's Cat is not messing around. Friday's Cat wants her reading, okay? Okay, let's just put you in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And what I like to do very much here at Terra Illumination, as you know, I know a lot of you have issues. I know Tina's worried about Alaska or Maine for decisions, but in general, we open the door to so much by possibility by just accepting the message, whatever it is that comes through, and we go blind. I love doing that stuff. I love going totally blind in readings, and sometimes it really blows people away. It's really fun for tarot illumination. So, Friday's cat, we'll put you in. And if you're up for it, if you're okay with that, Friday's cat, we will leave it this way. What is the message for you from tarot illumination? Okay? So you are assured a reading, okay? So there we go. I've got more post-it notes coming, so don't you worry about that. This is the last post-it note for now, but we've always got room for more. Wait a minute. Diana Lynn. Okay, we have to start a whole new sheet of paper just for Diana. There we go. See, people are coming out from the woods now because they want the chance for the lucky draw reading. Seriously, people, if there's anybody out there and you're just watching and hanging out, get in on the screen, type it in, and get your name in for the lucky draw. Meanwhile, let's just keep entering. Who have we got? Diana Lynn. There we go. Greetings, Diana. You are now assured. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. Now, so, super duper. All right, let's have a little bit of a sip here. It's thirsty work, as you know, doing tarot illumination stuff. All right, so I'm glad you're checking in and conversing with each other, having fun. Any lurkers out there who are not yet typed in on the screen and want to get involved and you want to have a chance at a lucky draw for a free reading tonight, then please type in and come in and join us, okay? Okay. I do have different colored post-it notes, but I'm using them all up at the same time right now. I'm sorry. Sometimes we go crazy with post-it notes. Okay? So let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. All right. I think it's time for taking a little break. It seems like we're in a bit of a lull right now. We've got 4 readings assured. We've got the big one. We got the big group reading coming up shortly. We've got Soar Angel, Tina Miller, Friday's Cat, and eventually we're going to get to the lucky draw. But we have to keep getting more names first. It's too early. Okay, Diana, you're now on board. There we go. My voice is reverberating echo. Okay, that's a problem. I don't know why. I don't know why that would be. I don't know why. I don't know why that would. Everything is technically good here from what I can tell. All right, I'm going to go back in and check in with you guys a minute. Hold on, stay there. So you might want to actually take a little mini. I'm gonna just give myself. Thank you, Soar Angel. Again, it's so helpful to have the feedback and the perspective from different people because the technology has become extremely volatile recently. Just the tiniest little something or other can blow the whole show, or we lose the sound, or we lose the visuals, or we lose the stream or something. All right. So apparently it's sounding pretty good for most people from what we can tell. I'm going to put on a little bit of a tune because I need a bit of a break. I want to get ready for the group reading. So please bear with me. And we're going to go to some fun stuff, okay? Let's have a look here. All right. All right, so give me a moment. I'll be right back. I just want to check in with you guys over here. Okay, here we go. Good to see you all. I'm just trying to extend a little bit of healing to everybody. I just want everybody to soak it up. Just imagine you're plugged into some kind of electronic grid and you're soaking up the healing power of love, okay? That's all we're doing here. Okay, that's all we're doing. I'm trying to project as much love as I can to you guys, and I'm hoping you receive this as kind of like a very subtle electronic current flowing through your body. That's the whole idea. And then you absorb it, and you absorb it, and you absorb it. Okay, so it would sound sort of like this. So now I'm going to go check. I'm going to go check over here on the monitors to see what's going on, because I need to know. Okay. Sammy Lou, wait, Sammy Lou. I'm gonna check you in, Sammy Lou. I just saw you. I just saw you, Sammy Lou. Don't you worry. We got you. We got you. Okay, please take advantage of this stuff, okay? As far as I'm concerned over here, with Lumination, it's all about current. It's like flowing currents, okay? So let's just take advantage of this while we can. It might help if you just literally space out. Just imagine you're on drugs or something, and you've got some kind of like an extremely subtle, very subtle, but very delicate connection to the great beyond, okay? Out there. The great beyond out there. Oh, hey, Saul, I gotta check you guys in. Stay there, I gotta check in. Okay. Saul measures. Okay, so we got it. Okay. What I'm trying to do here is literally transmit the healing power of love. I mean, it sounds absolutely ridiculous, I know. It sounds outrageous, but this is how it actually works. It actually works, people. You actually have to believe in the healing power of love. You actually have to believe in it as a phenomenon, as an experience, okay? And I'm just gonna help you. It's gonna help you, right? Okay, literally, all we're trying to do is use our bodies as conductors, using our physical bodies as instruments for the healing power of love. Here. Hey, old son. Yeah. Got you, man. Got you. Right? And look what time it is, man. That's what time it is, yeah. It's all sun time, yeah. It's all sun time. So let's have a look. Yeah, love is as love does. It actually works. Sorry, Angel. Seriously, you don't need anything. Sorry, Angel. You can just do this just by being, like, hanging out here, being in spirit. Just, all you have to do is expand your mind just by literally expanding your mind. And the way that happens is that you switch off from everything else. You tune in to the vibration, to the beat, to the sound, and to the feel, and you just absorb it. Okay, so I have to tell you, folks, I have to tell you something. I've been really screwing up on the technology. So I was trying to do a lot of like vocals, basically trying to chat with you guys while the music was playing, and then I realized I don't have the technical skills sorted out here to do that effectively. So I was just going blah, 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 blah. I was talking for like 5-10 minutes. And then I realized you guys can't hear me. So anyway, I'm back now. I just wanted to apologize if you've just been watching my mouth move and some music coming out. I didn't, yeah. Yes, it's all your fault, West Side Watcher. The whole thing. Everything had crashed because of you. It's okay. Shingles on the back, that must be awful, awful, awful. Might want to try some of that acyclovir stuff, okay? It's really powerful, it's good, and it works. Okay, let's see what we got here. I want to get back to you guys. So, anyway, this is termination live in person. I know, it's just, this is how it is, okay? So, what I'm going to do is let the music go very gently in the background. Hopefully you guys can hear. And then we're going to start to move into the big group reading for everybody, which has been sponsored by Robin's Realms. Okay? So we'll get some more names later on. Let's do this. Hold on just a second. I want to just do this once more. Before we go back to do the group reading, I want to find out who else just came in who is not aware of what we're doing here or how it works. And we're doing we've already got a bunch of Super Chat readings lined up. We've got the group reading, Soar Angel, Tina Miller, Friday's Cat, and a lucky draw. Okay, so we've got all that sorted out here. And on the Super Chats, I'm suggesting 777 or more, which is what seems to be working. That's fine. But if you just want to risk it and see what happens, if you want to get into the lucky draw, what I'd like you to do is right onto the screen right now, type in, I have to wait for like 30 seconds to see it, but if you want to go into the lucky draw, type into the screen me, okay? All right? Sammy Lou is a newbie. Sammy Lou, do you want to go into the lucky draw? Would you like to go into the lucky draw, Sammy Lou? Please type it on the screen. I'm checking for you, all right? I'm going to check it out there for you. Sammy Lou, what's going on? Sammy Lou, let me know. Love Triber, I thought I put you in. Didn't I put you in already? Love Triber, did you? Sammy Lou wants it. Okay, good. Well done, Sammy Lou. All right, that's enough to get us going. All right, Sammy Lou. You are going into the lucky pot right here. All right. So there you go. We're not finished yet. We're not done with this yet. Wait a minute. Primary just showed up. We just saw Primary on the screen. Hi, Primary. Primary Feathers is here. Welcome, Primary. Yeah. Sue on my path. Oh, I didn't see that one. I'm sorry. Let's get Sue on my path on board here. I got some different ones, slightly different. Hold on, let's get the same size. Now, it's not going to matter the difference in color, okay? So don't worry about it. Sue on my path. Sue on my path. Okay, because don't worry about the color. There's no advantage to having a different color because I close my eyes when I do the actual draw, all right? All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is in there. So this is what we've got so far in the lucky draw, all right? I hope everybody's happy with that idea. We're gonna have some more names, okay, so hang in. We're not done with this yet, okay? Big Dog 514. Okay, I saw that. Big Dog 514. Okay, you sound like a truck. You sound like one of those big, those big, cool, awesome quad cab truck things, So here's your lucky dip. Here it is. This is you, Big Dog. That's your Post-it. Okay, it's going right in here. Got it? There you go. So let's have a look. What else did I miss? Okay, I think we're good to go. Okay, we'll put some more names in the hat later. Let's get back to the super readings, okay? So I'm going to clear everything up here. Just hang in, stay with me. I got to get ready for the full monster read. And here we go. We're getting ready now, and it's coming back. Here we go. All right, I'm coming back to this. All right. So we'll put all this other stuff back in later after the group read. I'm just going to leave these here for now so that we have a reference point. I toast you guys. This is just regular old-fashioned American water. And we're going to get started. Cote. Ah, sorry, Cote. It's lucky you just called it out. I just saw it coming on the screen there. Hold on. I got you. Don't you worry. Cote Monazaga. Okay, Cote, you're going in the pot too. There you go. There you go. All right, there we go. So you're in the pot too, Cote. All right. All right. So I think we're pretty good there. All right, let's go for it, people. Cards are coming out, folks. It's about time. We've been going for an hour. Yeah. All right, folks, here we go. This is the group reading, okay? And it's for all of us here tonight. It's on the belief and the understanding that we're all here for a reason. We're in the right place at the right time, for the right reasons, with the right people, for our best selves as individuals and for each other as in a group. In other words, like we feed the group and the group feeds you, if that makes sense. You know, it's the power of the tribe, okay? Think of a wolf pack. Think of the wolf pack. I don't know if you watched movies or learned or heard anything about what wolves do and how they do it. They are incredible animals doing what they do, okay? I don't know who else I mean. Tick. Hey, Tick is here. Tick's here. Hold on. I got to check Tick in. Hold on. I don't want to miss anybody if I can help it. I just like having everybody's names. I just love to know. Tick is on board. Thank you, Tick, for being here this evening, tonight. Tick was one of the people here very, very, very early this morning from Hong Kong while we were doing the tests for the live stuff, okay? Live testing. Okay, let's have a look, please. Let's have a look. BG is here. Hold on, I gotta check in BG. Oh, wait a minute. People keep showing now. People are just, all of a sudden, people are now showing up. Where's BG? Okay, hold on. BG. All right, where we go? BG. All right, got you. I got you, BG, right here. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, let's go for it, people. Now, you know what happens when Terra Illumination goes. I'm not going to see hardly anything on the screen for the next 10 minutes or so, unless I deliberately go over there. So I'm hoping you guys keep it together amongst yourselves and, you know, just keep things in order. The channel, for some reason, seems to be hypersensitive to community guidelines and interrelationship guidelines between members, non-members, and all of that stuff. And I don't know why, but I believe it was Primary Feathers who called it out one day very clearly to Terra Illumination. It's just like, at this particular little channel, we are being held to a higher standard, and that's just how it is. Because I have visited other tarot channels in my research this last week to discover and learn more. And some of the channels are like the way Terra Illumination was at the very beginning, with lots of profanities and there's stuff all over the place. So, and my channel won't do that. I'll get shut down. You probably noticed that I just had a little sip of my favorite Kentucky apple juice. Yeah. Here we go. All right. So you know the drill, people. Okay, thank you. Hey, listen, folks, thank you. I think one of the things that's been a little bit unsettling is the energy there's a lot of very, very acute, sharp, compressed energies right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling it. And I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure with time, and I forget things. I start tripping over myself. And I should have announced that this show is an hour earlier now. We're starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time, so that it gives more people a chance on the East Coast, you know, to enjoy the evening without having to stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning or something, you know? So right now, basically, I'm going to be kind of absorbed in the reading, and we're going to just deal with it, okay? Here we go. This is for everybody. Thank you, all of you who are members, for being a member. It really makes a huge difference here. Thank you, all of you, for being subscribers. It makes a big difference to the channel. Also, the likes and the comments, all that stuff. Membership is absolutely vital for the growth of the channel, so don't be shy. It's actually extremely hyper affordable, and it makes a lot of sense once you actually see the benefits of becoming a member. So please consider that. All right, here we go. Bless these cards. Bless this whole freaking deck. Bless you guys, all of you, for being here. Bless Tarot Lumination and the channel and the platform, and for the chance that we can even do this at all. Okay, I'm very grateful for you guys, and let's go for it. Okay. All right, here we go. This is for all of us, remember, including Tarot Lumination, okay? The heart needs what it needs, it wants what we want. And the reason I'm using this spread is because, to me, it's what happens. It takes us down into the very, very core of our being and rips everything open. It's like taking, it's like being an eagle way up, you know, thousands of feet up in the air. And then we come down and we have a really close, tight look at what's going on, really, as opposed to what we think is going on. And our heart is at the very core. You can have all your other chakras doing whatever they're doing, but if you don't have the heart sorted out, and you're not consciously living in alignment with your heart, then you're kind of really missing out. So we're starting here with heart energy, okay? Heart needs what it needs and wants what it wants. And we're bringing energy with us, in with us, leftovers, things of the past, stresses, hangovers, constantly repeating stresses that we can't understand, the never-ending, the non-healing wounds. Some of us are full of joy and excitement. Some of us are a mixture of intense joy and gratitude and deep sorrow and pain. It's everything in between as well. Over here, the power of now. It is in the now where we own our power. Like, forget the past, forget the future. Being in your power means being right here, right now, and dealing with everything is exactly as it is. Not how you think it could be or should be or might want it to be, but exactly how it is. And for a lot of people, that's very uncomfortable, whether it's business, relationships, health, friends, home, career, finances, whatever it is. So when you're in the power here, what you end up doing is you become a decision-making machine. And you need to be aware of the energy that is impacting your decisions, because that influences the ultimate decision, which is to love thyself. So we need to know what this is. And then once we know what this is, then we can ask ourselves, how do we actually do this? How do we basically make decisions effectively in a very, very sort of pure, simple way to love thyself? Because that's ultimately the most challenging and the most productive thing we can do in decision making, because that's how you nurture yourself, nurture your loved ones, and nurture the world around you. It grows like a plant, okay? And so you do that effectively, you co-create your life, okay? Now, if you are a derelict and you abandon this and you think it's okay to just to live on autopilot, or if you think Tarot Lumination is insane and all this stuff is a bunch of gobbledygook, fine, then you can just, you know, ignore all of this. If you're just living on autopilot, then you don't get the benefits of any of this, and you lose out all of this. If you're in your power and making your decisions effectively, then you get all of this, okay? And in so doing, loving thyself is the most nutritious thing you can do for your heart. We're setting up the beat we're setting up the pulse here for the next beat of the heart. And I'm hoping you see a heart here and understand that it starts from here, it radiates to here, and then the aura comes out here, okay? We're going to look at external energies around us now, okay? So we have, wow, it's beautiful. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, people. I'm very, very happy to see this and show this to you. This is an absolutely beautiful card. And my feeling is the Queen of Pentacles here is a reminder, number one, to be aware, each of us, how incredibly fortunate we are just to be here tonight doing this. So for Tarot Illumination, this is a huge deal. The Sunday Night Live things are a very big deal for Tarot Illumination, and we're going to be doing more live shows, okay? And it's valuable. There is value here for Tarot Illumination. Tarot Illumination values your input, your donations, your super chat, your comments, your presence, your membership, your participation, all of that, your ideas, your feedback on how to get things better and better. And in return, that's love is as love does. That's action. You could be somewhere else right now. Tarot Illumination could be somewhere else right now, but we're choosing to be here because we love this. Tarot Illumination loves doing this for you, and I feel the appreciation coming back from you. So I think we're learning here in a very, very like pure and like in pureness and kindness about what it means when Tarot Illumination talks about love is as love does. It's actually something you can measure as evidence. Okay? What about at the core heart here? What are we pulsing? Okay. In some tiny, tiny little way, this to me looks like we're all of us, each one of us here tonight in our own tiny little way, we're getting exactly what we want. Like, it's almost like going to a party and you know, pretend this is a really live party and you get to walk in the door, you hang out with Tarot Illumination and everybody else here and all of that fun stuff. And you think, oh, look, there's the table with all the hors d'oeuvres. And there's the section with all the beverages, and then there's the proper food, and then there's the karaoke room, and then there's the campfire outside, and then there's the disco floor for the dancing, and then there's the healing rooms over there, and then there's the sleeping room, a place over there in case somebody wigs out or has a breakdown. I want one of those, and I want one of those, and I want one of those, and I want champagne from over there, and some delicacy nibbles from over there. Thank you very much. And I think that's happening to each of us. I know I feel like that. I feel like I'm at a very kind of, very like unique little tiny miniature banquet. And I'm getting a taste of all the things that I love. You know, when you go to a party and you get to have lots of little things that you don't normally have in day to day, that's kind of what I feel we're having here. What are we bringing in with us? Okay. To me, this feels like, to me, it feels like, I know it's a strange way for me to interpret it. This is the Five of Swords, but what I sensed here was a tremendous sense of relief from us leaving behind, walking away from a lot of things that are what I would call lose-lose situations, lose-lose attitudes, lose-lose relationships, lose-lose jobs, and where we're realizing, wow, you know what? It's okay to be really, really honest with ourselves and admit to ourselves, you know what? I don't really like this freaking career. I don't like this freaking job. I never actually really loved you. I don't really feel at home in this home or this house. I don't really honestly like this person or that person or that person. And I don't feel like I have to apologize for that. That's just me being me. And if you guys can't handle that, that's your problem. And to me, there's a tremendous relief in accepting the truth and the honesty of ourselves and not being embarrassed about it, okay? Obviously, I'm not telling everybody to just go out and just say whatever you want, or do whatever you want, and screw what everybody else feels or thinks or whatever. All I'm suggesting here is that it's okay for us to be in our truth and live our truth, and if other people can't handle it, that's their problem. Okay? And so I feel a tremendous sense of relief when I see the Five of Swords here. It's a multifaceted card, and it can be read different ways, but that's how I'm feeling it right now. So what about the power of now? Look at this. Oh man, I think we're so lucky with the Four of Wands here. To me, this is like a warm, big, fat love hug. Like a big, fat group love hug, where it's almost like Tarot Illumination goes, hey, everybody, We're all in the house now. We're all here. Let's take a quick moment to just literally just a moment of a second of silence to acknowledge basically the party and say thank you very much for being here. And we can extend, you know what they do, like at ceremonies where everybody gives everybody a hug. I know it sounds really corny and some people gag when they think about that stuff, but that's what I'm feeling here with the Four of Wands. This is an indication that being here right now in this kind of loving environment where we inspire each other, Terra Illumination inspires you, you inspire Terra Illumination, you sponsor and donate and prompt and nurture Terra Illumination, and Terra Illumination does everything possible to return that to you. So it becomes exactly the opposite of this energy. This is like win-win energy. I'm going to bring my Tupperware stuff to the party and my box of beverages, and you're going to bring your stuff, and it all turns out good for all of us. We all get to hang out at the same picnic table. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. But this is happening by conscious choice. We're deliberately choosing to be this way, okay? It's beautiful. So on that understanding, what about our decisions? Again, to me, this is very wholesome. To me, it feels like it's taking the pulse of this early stage with the pulse of the beat of the heart and turning it into reality. Love is as love does, where we actually realize on a daily basis, we're making, dozens, hundreds, thousands of decisions every day. And a lot of them are happening automatically through our reptilian brain, our limbic system, from our conditioning, our expectations, and the roles that we play, as opposed to being in our honest selves and celebrating that and enjoying that. But when you are in your honest self and you're not apologizing to other people who can't handle that, then the way it looks over here is like you end up being a living example of love is as love does in a very, very conscientious, deliberate way, just like a farmer every day goes out and does what they have to do. The cows have to be milked every day. The crops have to be harvested every year. Everything has to be weeded and maintained and nurtured. And when they're not taking care of the animals or the plants, they're taking care of the family and the tools and the equipment and the technology that keeps it all going. It never, ever stops. Love is as love does. It never stops. We can rest when you do it in a loving way, saying, now it is time for my rest. I nurture myself. I bring evidence of love to myself. I take my rest now so that I can get back and do the other stuff consciously. So this is, to me, this is a very rich, good flow of energy here, very, very healthy. And so the question is, how do we keep that going? Because it's almost like, it's like you keep thinking, what's going to go wrong? So more pentacles, okay? With the Six of Pentacles here, my feeling is that it's good for us to realize when we're making our decisions that love is as love does is kind of at the core. And there are going to be periods in life when we are going to be having to receive that love from someone or others. And there are going to be times when we're going to have to extend ourselves above and beyond our own personal comfort zone in order to foster and nurture the growth of another that is not us, but that's still love. We are still planting seeds of love here, being able to give and to receive. We have to be able to do both. You can't live your whole life as a compassion junkie, just giving everything away all day, every day. And you can't live your whole life begging and just trying to grab everything without giving back. There is harmony, there's imbalance. We need to give and receive. And some people are very out of balance. Some people give way too much and they never receive. Some people receive too much and they never give. So we have to do this in balance, okay? In so doing, we create what I think of as health, okay? What we do is we co-create a state of healing. To me, as you know, Terra Illumination is very interested in the healing aspects of life, the healing power of love, and hopefully the channel will grow more and more in that direction. So my feeling is that when you do this effectively, and you live these kind of energies effectively, it's very healing for us as individuals. as a group. We end up healing each other. Terra Illumination helps to heal you, and your nurture and care and support nurtures Terra Illumination, and that's very healing. I know personally I'm going to be taking full advantage of this little card after the show tonight to take some rest and healing and time out for myself, nurture myself. I love doing this for you, but I'm going to nurture myself as well, okay? Take care of myself, tune into the land of dreams, and allow my dreams and my connections with my angels to heal me. Over here, what happens if you are, let's say, irresponsible, or you think it's all too burdensome to have to be so responsible and conscientious about your energy? You lose it. When you realize that you lose it out of naivety, foolishness, and let's say unpreparedness. And it doesn't have to be that way. However, when you operate these ways and you see the health of making deliberate choices to nurture the self, feed yourself, you can actually see it growing like a beautiful plant. And the plant, the essence of the plant is joy and happiness. And so we learn, like basically, it's like we're always learning. We're always in a state of youthful, abundant learning, expanding and growing about how to optimize our gifts and our talents, how to be more operational, more, let's say, productive when we are being loving and being loved, because it builds on itself. It's like a plant. You know, you nurture yourself, you nurture your own garden. Terra Illumination helps you nurture your garden, helps you to grow in your innocence and sweetness, to become richer and stronger. And you guys help Terra Illumination to do the same. Thank you very much. Over here, what's radiating? And in so doing, what we're doing is we're creating history. I think what we're doing here with the Two of Wands is we're actually creating history. I mean, it sounds really, really strange, but I know what I'm feeling right now. I think it's very, very much to do with the Aquarius sun conjunct with Mercury in Aquarius, hard angles, and it's really making Terra Illumination very, let's say, overactivated. But what I'm sensing here is that we're building foundations now. We're building strength and nurture. We're kind of building like this, you know, literally like the tribe. You know, Abby calls it a tribe that is very healing for ourselves and each other. And in so doing, we are creating new paths. It's still very early days yet, and there are not a lot of people doing what we do the way we do it. We're actually a very, I don't want to keep saying we're just a tiny little channel, a tiny little group of members, but in terms of numbers, yeah. But in terms of like quality, you know, instead of quantity, we're really, really good at who we are and what we do. And I believe we are now creating history and creating the foundations, laying the ground, like being pioneers for what is ultimately going to become the age of Aquarius in about when Pluto, I believe, goes into Aquarius in about 4 or 5 years from now. Okay? So to me, this is a very uplifting little reading. And it's just the only challenging part is to understand that it never stops. We can take breaks, we can take rests, but to live at these frequencies, at the super high frequencies where we operate, where you're constantly having to be loving, to be loved, where you're constantly having to invoke the healing power of love into your life from up above, it's work. Okay, it's work, but it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. There's almost nothing more satisfying than doing work that feels good and you see the results. It feels really, really, really good. So that's what I'm sensing here, okay, people? So there you are. You can thank Robin's Realms for this little reading here. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a break, and I'll come back in a little bit. And you guys can dance, and all of that good stuff. So give me a moment here. I want to just break this up and get set, because soon we're going to be doing the personal readings, all right? Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to put this aside. All right, thank you. Thank you there, Robin's Realms, for all of that. I'm going to put on some music now and get set up, and then we're going to come back and do the personal readings. Alrighty? There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go, folks. I just got to get set up with the final little adjustments here. So we have a few personal readings tonight. Thank you very much. And we've got a lucky draw. Thank you very much. We still haven't finished the lucky draw. So for anybody who's interested, later on, we're going to read for Soar Angel right now, but we're still taking names for the lucky draw. That's for a lot of the people out there, especially who have not even signed in yet, but that's okay. It's not members only. It's not regulars. It's not anything. It's just anybody who wants a chance at a free reading, because otherwise the readings are expensive super chat types, okay? So there we go. So this evening we're going to be reading for Soar Angel, and we're also going to be reading for Tina Miller and for Friday's Cat, all right? And then we'll do the lucky draw. All right, so all right, let's get rolling here. All right. All right, Soar Angel, you're up. It's pretty straightforward. We're just going to use this basics little spread that we do. You've probably seen it plenty of times. So basically, what is the message for you, Soar Angel? It could be for anything: love, career, finance, health, your spiritual journey, feeling lost and confused. It could be jeepers, communications, whatever it might be. If you're feeling, sometimes we have all sorts of feelings that bubble up in our body, but we don't have words for it. We don't have language for it. We just say things like, oh, I feel like crap, or, oh, I feel great. But we don't actually, put the words like, why? Why do you feel so good right now? Why do you feel so bad right now? Because when you add the word why, then it brings up the issue, So here we go. Soar Angel, this is for you. Okay, cards were shuffled. You saw I did a lot of shuffling. Bless this deck. Bless every single card in the deck. Bless you, Soar Angel, for seeding the pot here tonight and getting the show rolling like this. Here's the situation. Here's the challenges, and here's how we're going to handle it, okay? And we're going to look at circumstantial energy, environmental influences. I like to think of it as the weather. And you have the Eight of Pentacles here. My feeling, I saw the very second I saw this, Soar, I had like 3 different type of signals. One signal I felt was like, I hope you're not working yourself into a corner where the only thing in your life is work. It's like there is more to life than work and money and work. It can be very, very satisfying when you are well rewarded for the work that you do, especially if it's work that you do that you love. However, when you're doing a lot of work, and even if it's making good money, but you don't like what you're doing, then that actually becomes a problem. So all I'm saying is, with what I'm feeling here, is to be extremely aware of your value, your values, of how you spend your day. Like, we live on a clock, okay? When you wake up in the daytime, you have a certain number of hours. And what are you going to do with that? How are you going to optimize your wealth and your gifts and your talents? And what is it that you need to know about like your wealth and your talents and your work? It's like what's the point in working at something that you really can't stand? Okay? Also, one of the other things about the work vibration here is that it can get very narrow, where you start thinking like, well, that's all there is in life. There are a lot of people, because I've lived that way myself, like you get to a point where all you do is eat, work, and sleep. Even when you're at college and you're a kid, or when you're a parent, or whatever it is. Let's say you're a person with 3 kids. It's just nonstop work all day, every day. If you're at college, it's nonstop work all day, every day. If you're at high school, if you're a spouse, if you've got like a regular day job, it's work, 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 and then you get home and it's just work, work, work. You know, that's a very narrow perspective, and it's not actually healthy. Let's have a look. What's the actual situation? Okay, more pentacles. So, sorry, Angel, I don't know if you're in a job situation or a career or in a life-changing situation where you're sensing new chances, new opportunities unfolding in front of you for ways to, you know, like manifest a new life. A lot of people would think is like, oh, a new job, a new career, new ways to bring in money, new ways to attract money. If you think of the laws of attraction, let's bring that into effect in this conversation, because instead of going out to get what you think you need in terms of all the assets and finances and resources and all the work that it takes to do that, if you flip it around and use the laws of attraction and you do what you love to do, then, and I know it sounds weird because it's very hard to prove it, but there are living examples of people who do things that they really, really love to do. They're passionate about it. And eventually, let's just say it starts as a little hobby, it can actually turn to be very rewarding. But you don't have to obsess about it. You can live your life. You can still have a life without having to be obsessed about money and work. So when I see this here, if this is the situation where you're either outgrowing an existing situation and you're looking and seeing and actually seeing doorways to a new situation for increased wealth and abundance, then that's very, very, very good, okay? But please, I don't want to say any warnings with this, but please be aware of the shadow aspects of work, like being a workaholic, working yourself to death, working yourself into multiple injuries, like Terra Lumination. Terra Lumination has lived a life with a lot of work injuries, which has led to the position where I had no options except to, you know, do something off the grid, start a YouTube channel, which is why we're here today. And I know what it's like to be a workaholic, okay? It can be very satisfying, but it can also cripple you. It can also ruin you. Let's have a look. What's the challenges here? Okay. Okay, so this feels quite extreme to me. This feels like a real energy of extreme self-doubt. I'm seeing the Chariot here in a challenging position where I'm seeing and feeling it as you, Sar, wondering whether you will ever actually have the chance to get your life together in the way that you really, really, really want to, where you literally harness all your power, your natural gifts, all your talents, and you organize it and set it up so that it's ready to go, so that you press the start button, beep, and it actually works. It actually goes. So my feeling is that you're at the almost like an evolutionary threshold here, where you're at a gateway for evolution, and it's almost like being petrified of going to the gateway. Here's a simple example. If you're young and you're in college and you're terrified of going into the workplace and whether it's actually worth it and everything, all the work was worth it, that could be an example of the kind of story that I'm feeling here. Same with life, a career, a job, a relationship, like in some ways that work. And the fear that it's not going to happen in the way that you know it should happen for you. This is a really strong card of self-determination and victory once you focus, okay? But in this position, in the challenge position, this looks like an extreme self-doubt in your own abilities. So how are we going to deal with that? Okay, well, okay, sorry, Angela. My feeling is that this is about getting some professional advice, okay? Above and beyond anything and everything that you know. I mean, obviously, I can, use this as an opportunity to plug for the services of Terra Lumination, but this could be anybody. This could be like, if you need to get a really good, solid, brutally honest counsel and advice from someone who has absolutely no reason to lie or fake anything, then it might be a really good idea right now. Sometimes it's better to go and do this with someone that you don't know and do it on a professional level. Also, a way to handle this is like, it almost looks like career counseling, career coaching, career guidance, life coaching, life path guidance. If you need something like that, well, you're at the right place, okay? There's plenty of amazing people here, and you can also hang out with Terra Lumination. I'm not saying I'm a professional life coach, but I seem to have been able to be effective in helping people get on path, okay? So you can take that how you want, okay, Star Angel? I hope that this helps you. I really see that the way to deal with things is to look outside of your existing paradigms and go to somebody that you might be scared or never have ever considered going to and get the truth. Get the facts, get the advice, the counsel that you need without any apologies, okay? Thank you, Sor. I'll leave that here. And I'm going to put this on the screen. So in case you do the action replays, you will have this little spread here for a second so that you can see it on camera. There you go. That is your reading. Thank you, Sor Angel Fabulous. All right, there we go. Let's wrap that up. Okay, now what I'd like to do, thank you, Sor Angel. I'm going to shuffle up and I'm going to reach out. I'm going to ask for everybody and anybody, okay. Well, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the lucky draw. If there's anybody out there who like showed up late, or you're just watching the show but you're not signed in or anything like that, and you want a chance at the lucky draw and you're not already in, I don't remember all the names that are in there, so please no double dipping. But if you want a chance at the lucky draw, what I'd like to do is invite you to type into the screen me, so that it's very obvious and visible, especially if it's capital letters. Then Terra Lumination can have a chance to see it, and I will put your name on a post-it note, and that will go in the lucky draw pot, okay? So I'm waiting here, I'm shuffling, and I'm going to focus my attention over here to the monitors and see what's going on. Dana Deschel. Dana Deschel, are you writing in saying that you would like a chance at the lucky draw? Please affirm. If so, I will give you a post-it note. Karen Carson. Okay, thank you, Karen. You understand. Okay, my message came over clearly. Karen Carson, Dana Deschel. Okay. Thank you, Robin. Good night. Good night, Robin. Hold on, I got to get these names. Karen Carson. And who was the other one? Dana Deschel. Okay. Dana Deschel. Okay. Okay, you're in. Okay, you guys are in the pot now. So what? Somebody's going to get it. I got it, Jeanette. I got Dana. There we go. So there we go. I got two more. Thank you, Robin. Good night, everybody. You can say thank you to Robin for the group reading here tonight. That was courtesy of Robin. She did a super job. All right, thank you. Gabby Girl is here. Hey, I didn't check you in. Hey, Gabby Girl. Greetings, Gabby Girl. What's going on? Do you want to put your name in the lucky pot? Or do you want to... I can do one more paid super chat. We're going to read... We still have to read for Tana Miller, and we still have to read for Friday's Cat, okay? So those are paid super chat readings. But we also have to allow time for the lucky draw. Okay? And Patty Cakes is here. Did I get you? Ann Jennings. Okay. Ann Jennings, you're going into the pot. Ann Jennings. Got it? Okay. Ann Jennings, you got it. Thank you so much. All right. Ann Jennings, you're going in the pot. Okay. Gabby, girl, you're in already. Oh, thank you, Gabby, for being honest. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Patty cakes. Patty cakes did. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused again. Are you saying that you want to Patty cakes, are you already in the lucky draw, or are you saying that you want one? Could you please clarify on the screen? There we go. Sammy Lou wants to win. Of course. Why not? So, thank you, Sir Angel. Next up, we're going to read for Tina Miller, okay? All right, Tina Miller, you're up. Thank you, Sammy. That's very gracious of you. Okay. Okay, no worries, Patty Cakes. Okay, we're going to get rolling here. Illumination needs more refreshments. Hold on. Let's have a look. Tina Miller, this one's for you, okay? That's you, Tina. You're in the hot seat right now. So, what is the message for you, Tina, regarding decisions between Alaska and Maine? It sounds like you're looking for a new location, okay? All right, here we go. Actually, cards, I need to do some more shuffling, so please bear with me. Chat amongst yourselves like you guys do, all right? And I don't see any more people who are entering the lucky draw, so I probably won't ask anymore for the lucky draw. I'll ask, after we read for Tina, we'll ask some more about the lucky draw. And after Friday's cat, I'll ask another time for the lucky draw, but otherwise it looks like we're getting pretty much full up, okay? Here we go. Yeah. All right, let's have a look, folks. Let's have a look. It's been a really good. I love doing this stuff. I can't tell you how much I love doing this, people. So I'm going to do more. I love doing the little super chats, and I'm very, very exhausted from doing 4.5 hour live shows anymore. So I'm probably going to keep the shows shorter and just do more shows. Okay? It gives more opportunity for more people too. And I don't have to try to squeeze so much into one show on one night a week. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to ask anyone who is not a member, please consider becoming a member, because it works down the road long term, especially if you ever want to have a full-on complex reading. It's much better to become a member and then activate your discount, okay? I love doing full rate readings, but I really, really value the long-term membership, okay? So if you need to, check out the links below, and especially the one about membership, and you'll see what we're talking about, okay? So anyway, Tina, this is for you. Bless the deck, bless every single card in the deck, and we're going to read for it now. here's the situation, here's the challenges, and here's how we're going to handle it, okay? Now we're going to look at circumstantial influences, the environmental conditions, think of it as the weather, and obviously when you talk about Alaska and Maine, the subject of weather is going to be extremely important, okay? Let's have a look. So, with the Six of Cups here, my feeling is that the message for you regarding considerations about Alaska and Maine can be influenced by, let's say, connections. Like if you know people there, or if you feel the love there, or if you feel drawn to one of them because of some kind of past life connection that you can't understand, you can't explain, my feeling is to be very, very gentle, tune in with yourself, and if you possibly can afford it, if it's humanly possible, if there's any, this is going to sound really freaky and weird, okay, Tina, but if there's anybody inside the Tarot Illumination community who lives in Alaska, please consider offering Tina a couch or a place to stay for Tina to do a reconnaissance. If there's anybody in the Tarot Illumination world who lives in Maine and who might want to reach out and say, hey, you know what, Tina, you just, I know it sounds crazy, fly out, drive out, but when you're doing huge relocations, it really makes sense to do a reconnaissance mission and then like meet real people, go to real places, don't make the decisions now. I know it's like a huge investment, but there are people here at the channel who really are good at helping each other, and it's nothing to do with Tarot Illumination. They have just decided spontaneously to help each other because that's part of the nature of the channel. So that's all I'm suggesting is if you feel some kind of past life connection or past life pull or the sense of a love type of energy that's pulling you there, if you feel that there's a chance for love or more love there than here, in other words, better Alaska or better to Maine? Better to Maine, better to Alaska. Go where the love is. Go where you feel the pull of love, where you feel like the connection with your, like almost like past life tribe. It happens here when I used to work as a psychic and a medium and doing stuff like that and helping them. When you open your heart and your mind and body to the great beyond, you can start to perceive, your invisible friends, your own sensations of what your past lives might have been like, and you get a glimpse of what your future life might be like, because in the great beyond, it's all happening simultaneously. So my feeling here is the real decider is to help you decide is to go where you feel the love, and it might be to something to do with pre-existing connections, people sensations that you have of past life connections or future life connections there, like a calling, like a deep, deep calling from your heart. And again, if somebody from Tarot Illumination is in Alaska or Maine and they want to offer a couch to Tina, please do so. Okay, so let's put this over here for a moment. What's the situation? Okay, so you might feel as though you're finding it very, very hard to make decisions on your own because you might not want to make the decisions at all. Like sometimes, people say the better the devil like if you're already established in a place, like why mess with that if there are certain ingredients that are like, good, wholesome, you got it all locked down. However, if you're in a situation where, a lot of people see this as a card of solitude, it's understandable, but we all have to deal with that. We're all ultimately individuals. There is only you, Tina, and then there's the rest of the world. And that's just how it is. So when I see the Hermit here, my feeling is that there's a really strong part of you that would actually almost kind of like to be a hermit, to basically surround yourself in nature beauty, the rawness of planet Earth, as opposed to like jobs, cities, cultures, and everything, and almost like deliberately putting yourself into, some people do that. They deliberately choose to move into, a lot of people would say Alaska and Maine would be very challenging places to live because of the climate. But it can be very, very invigorating to be very, very self-sufficient and, almost like detaching yourself from humanity. But instead of detaching yourself from humanity, I see it as going deep within to discover where your true love is, where your true tribe, where your true sense of home would be. Because sometimes we can live in a place where we are now, and we're surrounded by activity, jobs, friends, activities, but we feel very, very alone. So for you, Tina, my feeling is to like be really, really honest with yourself. Would you, let's say if you're partnered up and you'd actually like to be really alone and way out in nature, it would be good to admit that. If you're very, very single and you would like to be partnered up and to be with people who love you, people that you can love, especially if you feel a deep, deep past life soulmate connection with them, then that's good to admit as well. But the only way to do that is to be really honest with yourself and go deep within and discover what you really, really feel. What is it you really, 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 truly feel? So what's the problem with this? Okay, with the Six of Pentacles here, my feeling is that there's a strong fear of whether it's going to work out or not in one of the place or another. In other words, there's this part of you which is already telling yourself it has to work out. It has to work in Alaska, or it has to work in Maine in such a way that it's better than where I am right now, so that I can justify the reason for wanting to go to Alaska or Maine. And so my feeling is that the challenge is that deep inside of you, you're scared about having to figure out which is best for you. Where is the most value? Where is the most opportunity? Where is the most abundance for you? Does it mean that you're going to have to, let's say, get in debt? Or are you going to borrow? Or are other people going to come after you for that kind of stuff? Is it going to actually bring, is it actually going to really and truly bring three-dimensional, measurable, quantifiable harmony and balance in your life, in terms of I put so much out into the world. I'm Tina Miller. I do this, I do this, I do this, I do that, I do this, I have this, I have that. Sometimes, I need to receive. Sometimes I need to give. My feeling here is that there's a deep fear that you will make the wrong choice and that you'll end up being kind of a beggar. And there's also the deep fear of having the resources to do the move that you would truly, truly love to do in your heart. And then having to do something get an extra loan or take out more money than you imagined in order to do the thing that feels very, very loving for you. And that could be make the equation very, very hard to balance. So how are we going to deal with this? When people are considering huge life-changing relocations, it's a massive disruption. And I guarantee with the Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn, and the upcoming Uranus in Taurus thing, there's going to be massive global convulsions anyway for the whole planet. And just watch the Weather Channel. But it also happens to each of us as individuals, okay? So how are we going to deal with this thing about Alaska and Maine? Okay, so Tina, this is going to sound like a total cop-out from Tarot Lumination, but when I see the Justice card here, to me it feels like you're going to get exactly what you deserve, okay? But also the feeling is that we don't know what this is yet, because I feel that it's too early to make decisions. I'm not trying to cop out or activate my disclaimer here, but it seems to be there's a lot in play here that needs to be evaluated more deeply. Like, you just can't jump to Alaska and say, that's great, and then 6 months later realize, oh my God, what did I do? And you can't just jump over to Maine on an impulse and realize, oh my God, what was I doing? I thought I was going to get all the love and the nature and everything like that, and I felt a calling, but it didn't work out. And sometimes we want to rush to decisions rather than gently move through the decision-making process. A lot of people do not like to make decisions. They want decisions to be made for them. And it's obvious, so Tina Miller is reaching out and asking for feedback from a tarot reader to get perspective about the decision-making process to choose Alaska or Maine. And my response here is that ultimately, you can ask all the questions you want. You can hire a new tarot reader every day, but ultimately, you are going to be the decider, and you're going to get exactly what you deserve. So if you do a deep, deep, deep conscientious evaluation of how this could really work or not, if you basically put it like this, here's Alaska, here's Maine. You can't just jump here. You're not going to jump there. You're going to have to do the homework, the research, go deep within, figure out, why am I drawn to Alaska? Why am I drawn to Maine? Why am I drawn to Maine more than Alaska? Why am I drawn to Alaska more than Maine? And you're going to have to figure it all out and then lay it out in front of you before you make any decision. And if you're loaded and if you can just fly around wherever you want, I would highly suggest, doing a reconnaissance, okay? That's just practical, being practical. And then what happens is, in a very, very clear, crystal way, you get exactly what you deserve. And especially if the ingredient of love becomes part of it, if part of it, the whole thing is expecting or hoping to find love in one location or another, then that needs to be factored into the equation and not apologizing for it, okay? And then just, doing things in a very, very methodical, harmonious, balanced way, and then getting the decision that you want. Now, you might make a decision not to do any of this, and that would be a decision as well. Again, I'm not trying to negate the value of the reading here, but it looks like you need to do more homework. You're going to have to do the homework. There's no one else who can do it for you. You can get feedback and advice, but you're going to have to feel it deep down inside about what works for you, and then make a decision, all right? I don't think you're ready to make decisions yet. Thank you, Tina. I hope that helped you in some way or other. Thank you so much, Tina, all right? You see, it looks from the screen that there's already some of the Tarot Illumination Love Tribers are helping you in the decision-making process, okay? It's a huge deal to relocate, okay? You need to know that. And it's very, very, very good to go deep within and then get good feedback before you make final decisions, okay? Thank you, Tina. I really hope that helped you. Patty Cakes says that was awesome, and it wasn't even your reading. Okay, thank you, Patty Cakes. That's very, very cool. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right, I'm going to do Friday's Cat now. Friday's Cat, you're up. You are now in the hot seat. It's all about you. Okie dokie. It's you, Friday's Cat. You are next. So what is the message for you, Friday's Cat? From Tarot Illumination, all right? Well, it's not from Tarot Illumination. It's coming from Terra Lumination, but it's the energy that comes to Terra Lumination from the great beyond. Okay? There we go. All right. All right, let's have a look, folks. I really would like to have a little tiny break, just a little tiny one. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to put something on here, just a little bit of stuff. And here we go. All right. All right. So we're back. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Commercial break, you want to call it. So now we are going to read for, okay, we're going to read for Friday's Cat now. Cards are well shuffled in advance as you are a witness. I'm going to cut it all up and get straight into it. Bless this deck. Bless every single card in the deck. Bless you, Friday's Cat. Bless Terra Lumination. Bless the whole channel. Bless all the members. Bless all the non-members. Bless all the lurkers. Bless all the lucky draws. Okay? Cheers, everybody. All right, here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And so Friday's Cat, this could be anything, all right? Hopefully it will resonate and it will strike a chord with you. Over here, we're going to look at circumstantial energy, environmental influences, whatever that might be. And I like to call it the weather. So you have the Four of Wands. Some of these people see this like as an engagement party, you know? Some people see it as just the fun of being together and realizing how lucky you are and deciding to do something about it. I mean, if you really, really want to get into the imagery, to me, it's very, very French. Terra Lumination has a big chunk of French heritage in the DNA and the bloodstream. And the thing is about the French, they really know how to live. They don't really almost hardly care about the rest of the world. I know that might offend some French people, but the thing about France as a country is that it has almost everything you could want out of a country. And they kind of pride themselves on being very, you know, let's say, they know how to be, they know about the good life almost too much. Like, I think they invented pornography. I think they invented like drinking and drugs and alcohol and morphine binges and fishnet stockings and stilettos and all sorts of fun things in life. They invented wine. I think wine came from the Greeks or the Egyptians, but the French kind of mastered wine, and I can relate to that. And the thing is that if you've seen some of those or any movies or Netflix shows about bits and pieces of Europe or travel, there's a certain joy that they deliberately create. It's like there are certain populations around the world where they deliberately create time out for like sharing. Literally, like the village fair every week, or the village market, or the annual whatever. It's almost like there's an excuse for a monthly or a weekly event in this kind of setting here. So it's where it's all about like celebrating and enjoying whatever happens to be the cool thing at the moment. Oh, like somebody just got married. Oh, or we just had a good harvest. Or some relatives just dropped over to visit. Oh, we just lost somebody. We need to mourn. Oh, somebody just had a birthday. Either way, my feeling is Friday's Cat is that you need to be aware of the joy that is around you and the opportunity to share and celebrate at almost every occasion. There's got to be something out there in your life where you could just blink and look at it in a different way, and you think, "Wow, we should have a gathering about that. Let's have a meetup," or that kind of thing. If there's something that you want to celebrate about you, this would be a really good time to do it. Maybe you're feeling really pleased about something, and maybe Friday's Cat, you can invite everybody over to your place for the after party. Yay! That's what this card really, really means. Hey, everybody, after party at Friday's Cat. Okay? There you go. Here's the situation. Oh, this is starting to show signs of a love and relationship reading, Friday's cat. Now, maybe this is something hopeful that you think you deserve and that you would like. With the Knight of Cups here, this is a very delicious kind of romantic energy. It's very much got that romance novel, feature film kind of feel to it, where, like, you know what happens in wartime, where things get very, very tragic and relationships can get very, very intense because of the potential of the fear of losing somebody, and things like that. And then when the, let's say, the conflicts are over and the opportunity to love and be loved again presents itself again, it can be extremely joyful. To me, this looks very much like the energy of a homecoming here, okay? In some way, shape, or form. Maybe you, Friday's cat, are having some kind of homecoming. Maybe you're holding some kind of homecoming for someone. Maybe there are others who would love to have you and celebrate you in some way, shape, or form. With the Knight of Cups here, I feel as though that there's, like, you deserve to be loved and enjoyed and appreciated and celebrated and toasted. In fact, let's do this right now. This is, I'm raising my glass to you, Friday's cat, as though we're at our own private dinner together. It's just Tarot Illumination and Friday's cat. Cheers. Okay? I am celebrating the love that you bring to Tarot Illumination Love Tribe, and I feel that you are celebrating the love that Tarot Illumination Love Tribe brings to you. The characters, the wacky people there on the chat, all that good stuff, okay? I'm just having fun, okay? I took advantage of you there with the reading. I just couldn't help it. It just felt so appropriate. Let's have a look. Now, what's the challenge? Okay. So with the High Priestess energy here, I don't know if you can see this. It's an absolutely beautiful card. My feeling is that there's an awful lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know, that you don't understand, that are either being deliberately hidden from you or that are so beyond your understanding that it puts you in a very fearful position. Like, in other words, is love coming at you or not? If it is coming at you, then what does it mean? What is the nature of this love? If you are going after someone, what is it about them that you are drawn to? You know, it's very mysterious. This is the energy of mystery. And if you're scared of the unknown, that's a big problem. Hold on, Friday's cat, I have to take a second here. I just saw some bright blue stuff on the screen, and it turns out it is a super chat from Amika. Hold on, it's yeah, okay. So Amika, Friday's cat, hold on, I have to do this, otherwise I'm going to forget. Amika, okay. Amika, you got a reading. That's going to be the last one. No more super chat readings. I love to, if you want to put any more money in the pot, it's just a donation, okay? I can't handle any more readings tonight. So we're reading for Friday's cat right now. We've got Amika coming up, and we've also got the lucky draw, okay? We still have the lucky draw, all right? Okay, back to you, Friday's cat. So, in your situation here, my feeling is that if you're kind of scared of the great unknown, if you're frightened of everything and anything that you don't know and you don't understand, and that is, you know what happens if you start tuning into everything that scares you, you can end up being very, very paranoid. And then that energy starts to alienate people, alienate the love that you deserve, okay? And it's almost It's like, to me, it's like it's a very, very subtle form of self-sabotage. You have to be very, very careful here. My feeling is also that you're wondering if you can trust your intuition, trust your deepest, deepest intuition, even if you don't have any words for it or language about it. Especially if it's regarding a love matter, a love interest. And when I see this, okay, here, it's like, you know, there are relationships that exist below the surface. Everything is deeply subliminal. You might have a very deeply spiritual connection with somebody. Somebody has that with you, but it's not happening in three-dimensional life. It's very much happening in the ether, so to speak. And that can be very, very challenging for people. Very, very disorienting. So how are we going to deal with this? Wow. Okay, well, there's so many. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups here, all right? Now, when I see this for you here as a way to handle it, my first impression, my very first deepest impression is to, I mean, it's just going to sound, to me it sounds weird for me to say this, is to go, it doesn't matter whether you're Friday's cat, I don't know whether you're male or female, I have no clue. But if you are female and you are doubting your femininity, you are doubting your ability to love and be loved, and you are scared of everything that you don't know about love, then it's time to become aware. It's time to really, really take this on and like put it like front and center in your life where you face it for what it is. Because a lot of times what people think is love is not what love turns out to be. Love can often be, some people end up in what they think is like a love relationship, and then it turns out to be extremely burdensome, or it seems to be a lie, or a charade, or it's fake, or it's false, or it's not true, or it's a complete facade. So with this, when the Queen of Cups is here, it's almost like, to me it feels like you're going to have to go deep within. You're going to have to face the stuff. You're going to have to risk the idea of, let's say, going behind the veil, asking the questions that you don't want to ask, learning about the things that you, in other words, you know, oh, Friday's cat, I'm so frustrated by this, but it feels like, let's say you want love and you deserve love so much, and everything is potentially lining up for you, and it's in such a way, but there's an awful lot going on that is not apparent or not revealed yet. That's a big problem, because you don't want to get stuck in a romantic illusion, a romantic kind of falsehood. So my feeling is it's up to you to go deep within inside yourself and discover and like ask yourself the question, okay, this is going to sound very, very weird. What is the message for Friday's Cat? What exactly does love mean to me? How do I define love for myself? Forget Tarot Illuminations, you know, he's always going on about love is as love does, and it's your, conscious choice, and blah, 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 blah. What does love constitute for you? How would you define love in your life? How would you like that to come to you? How would you like that to be celebrated in such a way that it doesn't have to be a secret, or have to be weird, or have to be mysterious, or have all sorts of hidden problems that are going to come up later? Ask yourself what that would be. I mean, obviously, it probably could turn into a list of a completely unattainable fantasy of love, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can take it down to earth. There's no earth cards here, but make it practical. What does love mean to you? And do not compromise. With the Queen of Cups here, there is no room for compromise. You're not allowed to compromise. You can't just like latch on to anyone and everyone. that might work. And you can't allow people to do that to you. You can't just give yourself to anyone, away to anyone that sort of might work for them. No, it's very, very important that you maintain your dignity, your self-respect as the person that you are in your divine feminine, and then put some language to that, put some words to that, and then you'll have a much better understanding of what you don't understand already, okay? To me, this is actually a really challenging reading, okay, Friday's Cat, because I feel that you're dealing with some very, very subtle energies that are actually very, very hard to understand and figure out in life. That the only answer is to love thyself, go deep within, and discover what it really means to you, okay? And you do not compromise. Do not love someone because they have a certain idea of how you should be for them. You need to come at it from your own perspective, okay? How is this going to work for you? Like, you can't afford to live at the mercy of someone or someone else's secrets. Secrets can kill you, okay? Everything needs to be clear and open and public, where there's nothing to be afraid of. There's no secrets to hide, where it's just very simple and pure, like being loving and being loved. It's just like, like being a couple in a community, or being in a place or environment in a community where it doesn't matter even whether you're hooked up or not, just so long as that you are loving and that you are being loved, okay? All right, Friday's Cat. I don't want to say anything more. I'll spoil it. I probably said too much already. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings or scare you away. Okay? Thank you so much, Friday's Cat. Thank you so much. Amika, you're next. Okay, Amika, you came in very, very late, and it's very in the morning for you. Everybody, Amika is over there in the Maldives. Can you believe that? It's Southeast Africa, out in the ocean there, that island. Okay? So, okay. Also, Amika, you're going to be next. But before we read for Amika, I want to do a last call. This is going to be the last call for the Lucky Dips. Okay? Anybody out there, anybody at the very, very last moment who has not put their name in already, but you want your chance at the lucky draw, because you're going to get a reading. We're going to read for Amika next, and then after that, we're going to pull the lucky draw for whoever gets this, okay? So I'm just asking. I'm going to watch the screen now. I'm going to have a little beverage here. I'm just going to sit back and chill with you guys. Hold on. Let's just do this properly. Watch this. Yay. This is Terra Lumination. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what we do here behind the scenes. I'm missing a couple of people here tonight, some very lively people. I hold them very dear to my heart. And I want to send out blessings. I want to send out blessings to Nikki. I want to send out blessings to Lena. I miss you guys. I hope you're doing okay. I didn't see you on the screen tonight, so I guess you're otherwise occupied. Okay? Much love to you guys. Much love to you guys. Okay? Thank you so much for everything that you do, everything that you have done. Okay? Thank you so much. That's for Lena and for Nikki. I raise my glass to you. All right? Okay, so now let's have a look. Yeah, this is Terra Lumination. So we've got two more readings to do tonight. We've got two more readings. It's going to be Amika and the lucky draw, whoever that is. And after that, the show's going to be over for readings, and we're just going to like dance and trance out, okay, until everybody falls apart and goes to sleep, okay? And that'll be the end of the Terra Lumination disco party. Yay. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. So I don't see anybody who's jumping in for a last minute on the lucky draw. This is the lucky draw, people. Okay? Okay? I don't see anybody jumping in, so that's it. Thank you so much, Friday's Cat. If you gotta go, you gotta go. So I'm still taking a moment. I'm just taking a little chill break here because we've still got 2 more readings to do. All right. All righty. Okie dokie. Yeah. You people, you're good people. We're good people. We're good people. We are good people. Love you guys. Sending much love. Sending much love. Okay. All right, let's get back. We're heading back to Amika now. All right, Amika, you're up. Cards are pretty well shuffled, but we're going to go again to the very last second so that you're a witness and it's live proof. It's probably very early in the morning for you, Amika. It's late at night here on Sunday. It's very late at night on the East Coast, United States, and it's still very early over in Europe. I don't know what time it is in New Zealand or Australia or the Philippines or Hong Kong. But anyway, we're going to keep going. All right? So Amika, you put a little 777 in there for your Super Chat reading. What is the message for you, Amika? What is the message for Amika? Let's see what Tarot Illumination can come up with here, and I hope this helps you in some way, shape, or form. Cards need to be very, very clear. I'm very picky, as you know. I like the decks to be good. I like the cards to be very, very clear. Here we go. We're good. All right. Bless you, Amika. Bless Tarot Illumination. Bless the whole channel. Bless the members. Bless every single card. Let's do this. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like for you, Amika? Okay. With the King of Swords here, my feeling is that this is no time to mess around. This is no time for you, Amika, to, let's say, try to get away from mediocrity or just getting by or just trying to like cruise through life. It's not allowed. It's not acceptable. My feeling is right now, with the planets and everything the way they are, and whatever's happening with everybody in the Maldives and wherever in your part of the world, my feeling is that you have to get really, really serious about your life, your work, your passion, your mission, really, really understanding at a much more powerful level. It's almost like I don't want to be like a professor or a lecturer or anything like that, but it's so important for you, Amika, to understand how your deepest gut feelings in your tummy and your lower tummy, and from, let's say, your deep subconscious turns into your consciousness. The feelings here turn into conscious awareness, which we call thoughts or impressions or some kind of conscious awareness. And from there, you start making your decisions, and your decisions start turning into outcomes and consequences and results that you would call your life. And then you have to deal with that. Okay? So there's like a chain here. My feeling is that this is a very strong message. Please be aware, Amika, of the connection. So much of this, I'll do it again from here, your deepest gut feelings that often they don't have any language, okay? It's just a deep gut feeling, very, very much in the deep part of your gut. in the, and they call it the reptilian brain, in your amygdala, in the back part of your brain. You know the back part of your brain? I'll just do a little astrodoodle here. Okay, this is the human head. Okay, I'm talking about this part here. Okay, this part here, and okay, we have the heart energy here, which is what we focus on with Terra Lumination. I'm talking about the things that you get from here. Okay, deep, deep in your gut. And for this energy here, and with this energy here, many times there's no language. You don't have a language for it. It's like the animal. It's the animal in you. It's time for you, Amaka, to become, to me it's like it is time for you, Amaka, to become aware of how important these things are in your life and how these things affect everything in your life. Everything. But it has almost no language. It goes from here to here. And this is where you feel it in your consciousness. Some people think of that this is where it all starts. That's great, when it starts in our thoughts. But those thoughts actually come originally from deep down in here, and here in the pineal, here in the amygdala, and here in the deep, 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 deep gut. So I just wanted to, I just felt I had to tell you these things, okay? Amaka, I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings, okay? So, now, let's have a look at the situation. Okay, this is a very beautiful card in its own way. It's a little Two of Cups. It's beautiful. It's very pure. It's very fragile. It's very innocent. And it's about the energy of love and being loved. It's almost like, imagine like you're a very beautiful plant, an orchid or a butterfly, and you're just being Amaka. Amaka is just being Amaka. And then you're wandering out there, thinking deep, deep down, like, what is this thing called love? What is this thing that Terra Lumination talks about called love? Because sometimes the only way to understand this thing called love is when it comes back to you from someone else. However, with the Terra Lumination world, that doesn't happen unless you love thyself first. Now, I happen to know, Amaka, that you are female, and so my feeling is that, I don't know, you might not like this message from Terra Lumination, but it's a message. My feeling is that it would be like the more that you love yourself here at the most conscious levels that you can imagine, including all of this, okay, then the greater the possibility for this kind of love. A very pure, loving energy, like, I love you. Well, that's cool because I love you. That's cool. I didn't know you loved me. Oh, I thought you loved, I thought you knew that I loved you. Well, I didn't know until you told me. Okay, well, I'm glad that you hinted to me because otherwise I wouldn't have known. It's like, it's very sweet, it's very innocent, and love can exist and it can really be strong, but it's not apparent. So my feeling is that it's very, very important right now to be aware like really, really consciously aware about how all of this affects your love life. Okay? What's the challenge with this? Okay, well, this is kind of an extreme card here. This is the Ten of Cups. It's like a card of ultimate happiness. It's a card of having everything you could almost possibly wish for in life and love and happiness. So to me, this looks like a very extreme reading. A very, very extreme, kind of a beautiful reading. Like, it's almost like there's Amika wondering whether it's possible to have true love. Not just love, but true love. The real love. The real thing. Not just like, super hot sex, or they've got a cool car, or they've got a cool job, or they come from the right family or the right neighborhood. No, this is just simply loving and being loved. You love them and they love you, and you don't have to justify it. You just know it, okay? And so the challenge here, when you see something like this, such a beautiful card as the Ten of Cups, and then thinking to yourself, like, am I ever going to get this? Do I ever have a chance at real happiness in the way that everybody else thinks about real happiness? Like having a date, having a mate, having a partner, having a home, having a family, all those classical, hallmarks or indications of a loving relationship, okay? So how are we going to deal with that? If you're scared that you're never going to get that, okay, let's have a look. How do we deal with that fear? Okay, my first thing here, when I see the Ace of Swords, is to me, it's like a very loud message that it's almost like you create your own problems. People create their own problems. With the Eight of Swords, my feeling is that you have to know that it's almost like being a little girl. I don't want to hurt your feelings, Amika, but it's almost like the energy of a little girl who wants to be in love and who wants to love someone and who wants to be loved by someone and have all the beautiful things that come with it. It's almost like watching a movie. Like Amika wants to be in love, just like people fall in love in the movies, okay? And then the fear and the doubt that it might never, ever happen. And then, so when we have the Eight of Swords here, my feeling is that it's really, really important to understand that you could almost be your worst enemy here. Because if you are, let's say, I don't want to hurt your feelings, Amika, but if you're indulging in fantasies and dreams about what could be and how they could be, and let's say, you know that this is out there. You know it's possible to love and be loved. You know that there is the potential to have love and relationships that work where you love them and they love you and you live happily ever after. That's great. But it's also very, very important to know that it's almost like you're setting yourself up for a lot of problems if you come at your life from a very, very, let's say, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but because it seems to me like you're in some way, like Amika, you're very, very pure, like a child in purity of heart, purity of love, wanting to love, wanting to be loved. That's the only thing that counts. Being loving and being loved, and then wondering whether it can actually be real and happen. And one of the problems this to me is almost tragic in a way, because one of the problems is if you are one of those people who is very, very pure, very, very loving, very, very innocent, and you don't understand why the world is so brutal and ugly and harsh, it can be very, very confusing. So my feeling is to, I feel like I have to be like, to me it feels like, hello, Amaka, I'm going to have to pretend like I'm your dad right now. I'm going to have to pretend like I am your dad, and I'm just going to tell you, dear, dear, lovely, sweet Amaka, you have to understand that the world around you is full of problems. They're not always your problems, but there's a lot of challenges and conflicts and very confusing things that happen in life and the world around you. And I love you very, very much. You're very sweet, you're very vulnerable, and you're very innocent, and you might not want to know about the things that you need to know about. But what I'm suggesting is that it's time that you need to know about the things that you need to know about, which is all about the crap that's out there, all the confusing things that happen in other people with their life and their world that can, let's say, contaminate and ruin your purity, okay? But that doesn't mean love doesn't exist. What it means is, my feeling is that what's happening here is Terra Lumination is having to be very brutally honest, just like a dad with his little daughter, his little kid, and saying, dear Amaka, I don't want to disappoint you. You're absolutely lovely, but at some point you're going to have to realize that the world outside is full of all sorts of ... SHIT. And sure, nobody wants that, but you have to know that it exists, okay? You have to know that, otherwise your sweetness and innocence will, let's say, in other words, it's almost like Amaka, you cannot afford to be like the innocent child anymore. You have to understand that there is more to understand, more to learn, and problems are out there and they need to be faced, and they will be faced, and you will face them. That's not the problem, but you needed to know that. You needed to hear that from someone who cares, okay? I'm just pretending I'm Terra Lumination now. I'm saying, Amaka, I care about you. I just hope I don't want to fill you full of illusions or fantasies. You just need to know that when it comes to love, especially if you're a girl, that there's an awful lot of crap that goes on out there, and you have to be extremely careful, okay? Gosh, Amaka, I hope that made some kind of sense for you. I did the best that I could. When I see these cards, I watch them. It's like I'm watching a little movie, and I'm living inside the movie, and then I have to write the subtitles as I see them, and then I speak the subtitles out to you. Okay, Amaka? So I hope that helps you. Amaka, thank you very much. All right, next. Okay, now it's time for the lucky draw, people. It is time for the lucky draw. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and then we're going to be here we go. All right, folks, this is it. This is the last reading of the night, folks, people. It's the lucky draw time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Somebody's going to get a reading. Somebody's going to get a reading. Here we go. Somebody's going to get a reading. All right, here we go. Here we go. There you are. All right. Are you ready for this? Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, this is it. It's happening live right now. Somebody here tonight's going to get a lucky reading. By the way, so people, I'm not even looking into the pot right now. Okay, I can't even see inside it. My fingers are just like wobbling around. So it's a yellow. So they came in later. We know that. Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for this, folks? Are you ready for this? Ann Jennings. Ann Jennings, are you still here? Ann Jennings, if you're still here, please type in the screen. Ann Jennings, if you are still here. It was hours ago that we started this, so you might have already fallen asleep and gone away. Okay? It's okay. If you're not here, maybe another time. I'm going to sit here and wait. It's going to take hours, minutes perhaps for the super chat to come through. Ann Jennings, if you're here, please type in the screen. Ann Jennings, you are the winner. Lucky draw winner. Okay, let's have a look. Ann Jennings, are you here? Are you here, Ann Jennings? If not, we will pull another card. Okay, I have to wait. I have to wait because there is a huge delay on the the streaming system that we have here. It's not like we're CBS or NBC or ABC TV studios. We have to operate here in the YouTube environment. All right, so I'm holding it up. I'm just staying here. I'm staying here. I pulled it. Ann Jennings, where are you? Ann Jennings. Ann Jennings. Paging Ann Jennings. Paging Ann Jennings. Paging Ann Jennings. Paging Ann Jennings. All right, so... Okay, I'm going to give it a little bit longer. If Ann Jennings... okay, let's have a count. Okay, we're going to have a countdown, people. I'm going to give it 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to get 30 seconds from now, from here, okay? So it's going to close out just up here at 5 minutes after 12. It's going to close out at the number 1 sign, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Ann Jennings, Ann Jennings, Ann Jennings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, missed it. Okay, here we go. Next, another one. Okay, we're going to pull again, folks. Lucky draw. We're going to pull another one, people. Ann Jennings is not here. She fell asleep. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to do one more last little shake. And that's it. Okay, here we go. All right, it's a blue one. Let's have a look. Who is this? Okay, people, you're watching close up. Let's have a look. Who is this? Jeanette. Jeanette Robbins. Jeanette Robbins, are you here? Is Jeanette Robbins in the house? Jeanette Robbins, if you're in the house, please stand up, make yourself known. I will hold this here on the screen, and soon we will find out if you are here, okay? It seems to be like a 40-second delay, which is very long. I'm sorry about that, but that's how it is on YouTube. So, anyway, let's have a look. Okay, anyone here? Jeanette Robbins, are you here? Jeanette Robbins, are you in the house? We need to know. Yes! Jeanette Robbins, the lucky winner. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Jeanette Robbins, this is your reading. So, What are the messages for you from Terra Lumination? Let's just say it this way. What are the messages for you through Terra Lumination? There we go. There we go. How about that? Lucky draw. It's actually happening, people. All right. All right, here we go. Jeanette, you're up. You get your freebie. You can say thank you to everybody else because they were basically holding the stage for you here all night. Everyone else put in money in the super chat. All the other readings came through super chat. And so you get lucky. You get to piggyback on the back of everybody else and you get your freebie. That's fantastic. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun to get a free ride? I toast you. It's fun. Yay. Jeanette, it's up to you. All right. Cards are already well shuffled in advance, Jeanette, as you know. And we already talked about this. What is the message that is coming through to you from Terra Lumination? Okay, there we go. So let's have a look. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. None of that stuff. We're very, very pure here, okay? We're very, very picky. Terra Lumination is very picky. All right. This is it. Last reading of the night, people. Jeanette Robbins. Cards are well shuffled. Cards are now cut. Bless the deck. Bless every single card. Jeanette, you know what to do. Place yourself here. Imagine this is the stage for Terra Lumination, and you're over there, and you've got a nice chair, and you can just pull up your chair, and you can put your elbows on the table, and you can put your face in your hands, okay? Do that, okay? And then invite all your invisible friends to join you. Okay, that's what we do here, all right? There we go. Here's the situation, here's the challenge, here's how we're gonna handle it, and what's going on with you with regarding circumstances, weather, and all of that. So we have the Four of Pentacles. My feeling is that, Jeanette, if you are very, very, let's say, married to the three-dimensional world, I think my feeling is that you need to know that there is so much more going on, okay? Four of Pentacles here is great energy. Like if you're in a situation where you're looking around your life and your world, and what you want is security, power, stability, comfort, safety, structure, all the good things that anybody would want in a good life, okay? And people spend their whole lives working for that, striving for this, but it becomes almost self-defeating in a way. But people who become workaholics and so on, hoarders, people who just make money for the sake of making money. So part of the message here, my feeling is that please be aware that there's more to life than just the three-dimensional physical aspects of life, of having to get it down so that everything is safe and happy and that it works. There's a lot more that's going on. The other thing about this that I'm feeling is that it's important. This is going to sound completely contradictory to what everything I just said. This to me is another message is coming here that it's very, very, very important for you, Jeanette, to look at the world around you and all the instability, all the shocking, unpredictable, amazing things that are happening across the planet in terms of our weather, jobs, careers, infrastructure, everything that is being destabilized right now. And the message here is for you is to pay very, very close attention to the foundations of your life, the stability of your life, career, your finances, your security, your social security, your credit cards, your mortgage payments, your cell phone bill, anything and everything that constitutes your daily life in terms of the physical stuff every month, all your monthly bills and everything. Please pay attention. Make sure that everything is in order. Okay? Make sure everything is in order. All right, Jeanette? It's very, very important for you right now to create very stable, strong foundations. Sometimes that means eliminating everything that does not work. All right, let's have a look. What's the situation? Okay, so if you're scared, let's have a look. With the Five of Pentacles here, if you want, Jeanette, you can look at this in terms of relationship. My feeling is if you're in a situation, Jeanette, where you're realizing that maybe if you're feeling a sense of impoverishment in some way, in terms of relationship or relationships or love in something, you have to also remember that you're part of the equation, okay? You're part of this equation. Like if you've made decisions in the past to be with somebody and somebody has made decisions in the past to be with you, and you're going through a period or a cycle, as we all do when we intimate and we separate. Sometimes we go through cycles of great abundance, intimacy, joy, succulence, and all of that. And then the contradiction is that we can go through periods where there's a sense of deep deprivation, deep sense of lack, deep sense of like, oh, how did I screw up? Where did I go wrong? What am I going to do now? Okay? I think this needs to be acknowledged. Like a lot of people don't like Jeanette, like if you're in hard times right now, love, health, whatever it is, relationships, finances, career, jobs, home, family, if you're feeling like rejected or left out or impoverished in any way, it needs to be acknowledged. It needs to be understood, and it needs to be understood from a very clear perspective, okay? So that you don't get all like stuck in the mud. You don't want to get stuck in the mud. You have to understand that there's a reason for everything, okay? If we focus completely and intensely on the three-dimensional material plane, and eventually everything turns to mud, okay, and dirt and grime. And so there is more than that, okay? There is something beyond. So let's have a look. What's the challenge? Okay, so if you're really, really scared, almost freaked out that you're stuck like in a poverty cycle, like either with it's a relationship or with even with yourself, like we can be stuck in poverty cycles with ourselves. Sometimes we have this, it's so easy for people to get stuck into the lack. And it feeds on itself. It becomes a monster. It's just like, it's almost like, oh, well, I always knew I'd be poor. Oh, I always knew I'd be screwed over. I always knew I'd get really tied up in shitty situations that didn't work. And then guess what happened? So what I'm feeling here is the problem is like a self-defeating dialogue inside the brain, inside the mind, where like the worse it gets, the more you see the evidence like, well, I just told you, I proved it. I always knew it would be shit. And so I got shit. Everything that turned up shit, I made the wrong decisions to be with the wrong people at the wrong time, at the wrong places for the wrong reasons, and everything turned to shit. I always knew it would be that way. I told you so because I always knew the world was full of shit. And it's just like, then you get stuck on that. But do you see, have you ever heard of that stuff like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming? Okay? So if you are really, really scared that you might be deeply bound and stuck inside some kind of like endless, perpetual loop of impoverishment of the soul, the heart, the mind, the body, finance, whatever it is, then you have to understand that this is a very, very compelling energy. Like fear breeds fear, right? Like self-affirming prophecies of fear bring things into even worse conditions. So how do you deal with that? Okay, my feeling is it's time to break free from some of your attitudes, some of your perceptions, some of your beliefs. My feeling is, Jeanette, is that you might be very, very heavily, deeply conditioned from existing circumstances, almost to the point where you might feel that there's no hope. Okay? Like, you know, I always knew I was going to turn up in a situation like this. It's just like, it's crap, and it's always going to be crap. It always was crap, and that's just the way the world works. And so what's the point? Okay? And then you realize, over here, I'm stuck. I'm trapped. I'm completely, utterly trapped. It's a freaking nightmare. All I'm suggesting, Jeanette, is that it's a nightmare of our own undoing, okay? And you don't have to live at the mercy of your nightmares. You don't have to live at the mercy of like contracts, obligations, and the fear of money, the fear of poverty, the fear of value, the fear of never ever having enough, okay? So my feeling is it's almost like, to me, this is almost borderline the healing power of, you know, it's basically, it's almost time to just like literally grab your backpack and just F off into the distance, F off into the horizons, and let anybody and everybody and everything figure out their own doo-doo themselves. Because it's like, it's not your problem. You might be deeply entwined in things, but the bondage, the entrapment, I think it's a lot of it is in your mind. And my feeling is that you have, when you're being really, really, truly loving of thyself, you have permission to release yourself from anything and everything that is not working for you, okay? And then you do that, and you grab what you can that does work in terms of peace, understanding, sublime messages that take you to where you feel you need to go, and then you just do that. And this is almost just like the energy of just walk away. Literally, Jeanette, just walk away. Don't even try to do a salvage operation. Don't even try to figure out what went wrong or how things went wrong or why things went wrong. My feeling is the best thing to do in a situation like this is to release yourself from any binding, any bondage, any sense of obligations or contracts or debts or anything between yourself and others and you, and basically go, you know what? Screw you. Screw all of you. Doesn't matter. I'm out of here. I reserve the right to be me, and you guys can go and do whatever the hell you want, okay? Thank you very much. And that's your reading. That's what I'm sensing here for you, Jeanette. I hope this helps you in some way. I really, really do. I hope I didn't hurt anybody's feelings or trigger up any really yucky stuff that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to deal with, all right? Thank you very much, Jeanette. That is your reading. I'm just going to put this here. So if you want to, you can watch it on the Action Replay Rewinds later, all righty? Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. All right. So, Jeanette, I hope you got something. I'm going to check the screen. I'd love to know if you're okay. Just let me know you're okay, all right? All right, Jeanette, just let me know you're okay. I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen. I'm watching. I'm paying close attention to the screen right now over here on the monitors. The monitors are over here, okay? And Jeanette says, thank you, TL. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. We're good. Okay, Jeanette, we're good? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good? Okay, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. I'm going to put all this stuff away over here. And I'm going to start shuffling stuff. And now we're going to dance and party the night away. Okay? I just saw your note, Jeanette. Hey, I'm OKTL. Already got rid of the trash. Eclipse time. Well done. Well done. Yay. Thank you so much. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle to clear the deck. Just want to clear the deck before it goes off and does anything else. I like to do that. I don't like to, like, you know, have you heard that saying about horses, like rode hard and put away wet? I don't like to do that. I like to make sure that the deck is clear after the last reading before it goes into the next reading. Okay? No contamination, no spillage, no leaks, nothing like that. It's not allowed. Okay? So I'm just clearing the deck. That's all I'm doing right now. Thank you so much. All right, so now I'm going to set this over here. Thank you, Jeanette. I'm going to put this away over here. I'm going to put this away over here. I'm going to go over here, and it is time to, it's basically time to say goodnight, people. So I'm going to start winding down the show, and I'm just going to chill out, hang out with you guys for a few seconds, a few minutes here while we unwind. All right, okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, just bear with me, please. I'd like everybody to take a deep breath. Chair Lumination is taking some breath exercises right now. In. Out. In. Out. In. And out. We're clearing the energy, okay, people? We're clearing the energy. Let's do it again. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. All right, here we go. Okay.